Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. Today, I have as my guest Jeneissy Azcuy with South Florida PBS. And we've got a lot of things to talk about today. And I want to thank you, Jeneissy, and South Florida PBS. South Florida PBS is our sponsor. And if you're not a member, you need to be. You get a great magazine once a month. And I'm waiting for my September issue to find out what's happening
here today.
But if you haven't gotten your issue, we're going to talk about a lot of great things happening
that are coming up in September.
And aside from South Florida PBS, you can watch it on WPBT and WXEL, but there's also allhealthtv.com.
Correct.
And we've got a little thing that you're doing, the Living Minute. You want to talk about that a little bit, Jeneissy?
So as I've mentioned before, and we've talked about it often, we launched the Health Channel almost 4 years ago now. And so as part of the Health Channel, we produce our own content, which is related to health and medicine and all different types of medical breakthroughs and research, just to keep the public informed about what's going on health-wise and to keep everyone healthy and happy. So we produce these 1 minute interstitials. We call them interstitials. Basically, they're videos. And in this 1 minute, we address and we showcase, like I said, medical breakthroughs, groundbreaking research, things that are practical tips also for people to exercise, put into practice in their daily lives. And this one is one that particularly caught my attention. We do them almost every day. So we've produced thousands of these already since we started, which was about 2 years ago. First, it was Coping with COVID. That was the title of the series. Now it's called The Living Minute. And so I want you to watch this because it's something we should practice every day. So,
Living Minute, a look at the latest medical innovations changing our lives.
A recent study found that when women are hugged by their romantic partners, it can actually help reduce their stress.
What's happening on the inside when we receive a hug is that there is a release of oxytocin. That is that feel-good chemical that when it's released, we feel bonded to those around us. There's also a decrease in cortisol, the stress hormone that pumps through our body when we feel stressed or overwhelmed.
The study examined 76 men and women who were romantically involved and found hugging helped as a stress buffer for women. Interestingly, it didn't seem to have the same impact on men. The doctor says hugging can also be a great nonverbal way to connect. Instead of reassuring your partner through words, a hug can offer the same kind of support and feeling of reassurance. And for it to be effective, it needs to be between 5 and 10 seconds long.
Interesting, right?
Why doesn't it work for men?
I have no idea.
Well, that's a good topic to have.
Right? But
a living minute. Why men don't respond to hugs?
They do, but not in the same way
not
that
in the same
we
way.
do.
Yeah.
We feel good. Our stress is relieved. We feel, I guess, supported. Perhaps it's because we like that feeling of being hugged and being supported by our significant other.
No, I'm a big fan of hugging.
I think so. Even like, same gender women, hugging women.
Yeah.
It's just kind of that feeling of, somebody is supporting me, somebody cares about me.
Right.
I think that's a feeling that everybody can relate to. So it's just interesting that this actually was a study and it was researched. So hug your partner, men, if you're listening, and women, hug them back.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
You never know.
So you can see a series of these on allhealthtv.com, allhealthgo.com. It's the same thing, allhealthgo. The URL used to be allhealthtv.com, but now it's allhealthgo because it's also the handle on our social media platforms. So on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on our TikTok channel. We have a TikTok channel.
You do?
We do. And it's, again, All Health Go. So there's many of these and they're so interesting. You learn so much in just 1 minute. And again, it's practical tips that you can put into practice. And it'll hopefully, make your life better and healthier.
So if you go to All Health TV, you can just scroll through the Living Minutes?
You can. Yeah, there's a section there that's all about the Living Minute.
Cool.
We have all of our programs, mostly all of our programs on allhealthtv.com, also allhealthgo.com. And we also have some of our services like Ask Hannah. which is basically you ask. It's
Right. I think that's in
basically
here.
managed
Yeah.
by a group of nurses and doctors, and you can ask a question, and in real time you'll get an answer. So it's sort of like chat with a
With
medical
real time.
professional
That's cool.
in real time.
Yeah.
And then there's also, of course, All Health Go, which is the telemedicine service that we
Right.
offer. It's not just telemedicine, it's a whole bunch of other things all
Oh.
bundled together under All Health Go Care.
Yeah.
And then, different events that we have, like we have a couple that I wanted to talk to you about. So the Health Channel just last week on All Health Go,
Right.
Facebook page and on the YouTube page, we hosted a live town hall with medical experts,
I think we
mental health
white papered
experts,
that. Yeah.
and you cross-posted. And wow, I don't know if you got to see it, but what a program. It was about mental health, our teens and our young folks' mental health, and how we as parents and as a community can help them deal with some of the stresses and, depression and just mental issues that a lot of young people are going through for many reasons.
But especially after COVID.
Because of COVID, because of school shootings, because of just the daily pressures of life, of, doing well in school and getting the grades and dealing with the social, aspect of their lives, like friends and significant others, and, how to navigate all that. And sometimes if we don't help them, if we don't see the signs of what they're going through and how it's affecting them, which is the big thing, how it's affecting them, we can't really do something about it, but we should, because the resources are out there. And, this town hall just offered great number of tips and resources that, we can use to help our young ones. And so it's still on our Facebook pages, on community newspapers and All Health Go. Facebook, YouTube page. We also broadcasted it or streamed it live on our website. And we also broadcasted it live on the Health Channel.
Well, I have to applaud South Florida PBS for all the things that you do, the resources you provide. Seriously, listeners, if you are not, and viewers, if you are not a member, you need to be, because we need to support the amazing things that you're doing. Now, coming up, in September, there's a lot of great programs going on, as usual, but we have a Ken Burns. Let's talk about that.
Okay, I'm not being rude. I was going to, I'm looking at my phone because I have a lot of information.
Yeah.
So that the Ken Burns documentary is a much awaited, much anticipated one. It's amazing. It's Ken Burns, Lynn Novick, and a third producer, and which I'll share with you.
She's
shortly.
done things with him before, right?
She's done
I remember
few,
that name.
A few documentaries, like the Hemingway
exactly
documentary that we premiered, I believe it was last year. So they've collaborated a few times. This one is a 3-part series, and it starts September 18th. Then the second part will be the 19th, and the third part will be on the 20th at 8 p.m. on WPBT and WXEL. And then there will be an encore each of those days at 10 p.m. It's called The U.S. and the Holocaust.
Oh, really?
And basically it's, basically how the United States dealt with the victims of the Holocaust, how it responded, the shortcomings and all the issues that were raised and that are raised in this documentary, such as racism, discrimination. So it's powerful. It's going to be very powerful. And we're going to have 2 outreach events. So, as you've been to some of our events, we sometimes do community outreach events involving some of the programs that premiere WPBT and WXCL. And so for this one, we're having one in Boca Raton at Florida Atlantic University with a panel that will be discussing some of the issues that I just mentioned that are raised in the documentary, plus others. And that's going to be on September 15th. And then on September 13th, this is the
This is
one you
prior
want to
to.
remember.
Right.
On September 13th, we're going to have a screening of some of the clips of the documentary. And then we're going to have a panel discussing, a panel of guests discussing, again, some of the issues raised. It's a stellar panel of guests
Really?
that are going to be talking about it. And it's going to be at on September 13th at Sanctuary of the Arts here in Coral Gables.
Sanctuary of the Arts.
Yes, it's a beautiful theater. Beautiful.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Michael and Margaret Edson started it, and
Really?
they created it, and it's just a wonderful venue. So we're going to have it there, and you're all invited. And
There
it's
you go.
free. It's free to the public.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is go to southfloridapbs.org/events, and you can sign up. You can register to attend. We're going to have some hors d'oeuvres, some refreshments after the event. They have this really pretty courtyard.
Really?
And so, yeah. So
I don't know where this is.
You'll see.
What's the
What's
do you
the
know
address? I can find out the
Sanctuary of the
address.
Arts.
I mean, I know how to get there. So it's, yeah, I know. Let me see if I can just pull up the
Oh my gosh.
address.
But we have a clip that
Yeah, can we show that clip? The
Yeah, let's
the
show
U.S.
that.
and the Holocaust.
Join South
logo?
Florida
you can look
PBS
at
for a
it.
special screening event featuring clips from the new film by Ken Burns, Lynn Novick, and Sarah Botstein, The U.S. and the Holocaust.
We tell ourselves stories as a nation. One of the stories we tell ourselves is that we're a land of immigrants.
The Holocaust was beyond belief. People just disappeared.
The primary goal was to get to the United States.
But the golden door was not wide open.
Afterwards, join a panel of experts for an insightful conversation about core themes raised in the film. Guests are invited to stay after the program for a casual, complimentary kosher reception. Our panelists include Dr. Chaim Shaked, Dr. Miriam Klein-Kasanoff, Dr. Nicole Freeman, Dr. Michael Berenbaum. Special screening Tuesday, September 13th at 6:30 p.m.
Oh,
at
there
the
it is.
Sanctuary of the Arts in Coral Gables.
Andalusia.
There we have it. I didn't have to look it up.
Andalusia.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm just trying to, in my head, figure out where it is. It's just west
Past
of Lejeune Road
Right. West Lejeune.
on Andalusia.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Exactly. Right
Yeah.
there.
Okay, I'll have to go check it
used
out.
to be a church.
Oh, okay.
It was, I think, Church of Jesus Christ Science. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, no, I know exactly where it is now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
goodness. Well, that'll be an interesting.
again, you can register at South Florida PBS /events for either the one in Boca Raton or the one here in Coral Gables.
Okay. Well,
I hope you make it.
yeah, no. What day of the week is it?
It's
What's the 13th?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
a
Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday's a good day.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, one of my free days. As long as it's not the first Tuesday. That's Gringo Bingo.
Oh, no, it's the second one.
It's my
the
fundraiser.
second
Yeah,
one.
right. So, so what else is coming up in September? Do you have any idea?
Yeah,
than Ken
we
Burns?
have a few things. So back to the Health Channel, we have another town hall coming up, which I'm sure Annabelle is going to be reaching out about.
Yeah,
Let me give you the
it'll
information.
be available
I have
at
it here.
community newspapers.
This is again, it's a live town hall. This is really interesting one too. It's COVID and monkeypox,
And monkeypox.
the facts.
Oh,
So
geez.
COVID and monkeypox, the facts town hall. And it's also going to talk about polio because monkeypox
Well, it's
and
all
polio
kind of in the same.
is
Yeah.
definitely striking fear and confusion. You
Well,
know?
yeah, and now we thought that polio had been pretty much eradicated, but for a few countries, because that's a big deal for Rotary International.
So it's why is it now an issue again when we thought it had been eradicated? What's going on?
Because too many people are not getting vaccinated.
That kids are I'm not an expert. I can tell you what I heard, but I don't want to because it's secondhand and I don't want to mislead anyone.
right.
So I'm going to
Exactly.
invite everyone to tune in. It's going to be Thursday, September 8th at 7 p.m. It's going to be live on the Health Channel. and we're going to stream it on All Health Go's YouTube page, on Facebook, and also on allhealthgo.com.
So if they miss at one of those places, they can always go
They
to
can
All
go
Health
back.
Then
I
you can
mean,
always-
it's there. If you don't tune in when it
Yeah.
airs, it's okay, because you can go back or you can go the next day, or you can go later that
Yeah.
evening, and it'll be there. All you have to do is look for it. So Thursday, September 8th at 7 p.m. So they're going to talk to the experts about the risks, the treatments, the symptoms, what's being done. And you know what?
And that monkey
you know
pox
who's our
looks
guest of
terrible.
honor too?
Who?
Dr. Fauci.
Oh, really?
He's going to talk about his retirement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's going to talk about his retirement. It's interesting because we produced a documentary about his life.
Right.
It was called Fauci, the Virus Hunter.
Right.
And it won the ShareCare Award.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest award that any production in the field of science medicine can receive.
Mhm.
They're affiliated with the American Television Arts and Science Academy. So now, good news is we were nominated again for Hope is Here, which is another one of our series.
Right.
And now we're about to start the second season of Hope is Here.
Right.
So I am going to be in North Carolina in about 2 weeks, attending the NEDA conference. And we're going to be offering that series to other stations across the country.
Okay. Yeah.
2 episodes were nominated. 2
Okay.
episodes of
Right.
Hope is Here were
Wow.
nominated.
Oh, that's
Amazing
exciting.
programs. It's
Yeah.
about cancer survivors, folks that very valiantly struggled and fought cancer. And some of them made it, and some of them did not win that battle, but made an indelible mark on everyone around them. And just kind of created a very optimistic and hopeful path forward, for those left behind. So that's going to be, it's a wonderful program. If you want to check it out, you can go to allhealthgo.com, and we have some episodes there.
Right.
And we're also starting the second season of Sex Talk.
Dr. Leah.
Dr. Leah with Dr.
I
Leah.
talk about her all the time.
She's great. She's really great. She's got a
Thursday
great
night
personality.
Is it still Thursday night?
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
offers so much great information, and it's all medical based.
Can you go back to see her shows? Because I've missed them all.
Yeah, they're actually on our app. We
they
have the
are?
Health Channel app. All of
Okay.
the episodes are on the
Oh,
app
they are?
if you
Okay.
download it. And also some clips are on allhealthgo.com, but the full episodes are on the app, the Health Channel app. And this season, we're changing it up a bit. We're introducing guests because, normally
really?
it's her just talking and
Just
answering
talking,
some
yeah.
questions that the viewers send in. But now, yes, she has guests, and we're going out into the field and talking and asking folks about the show, and they're asking us questions. So there's more of a dialogue with the community to kind of get some questions from them and some feedback. So that's going to be really fun and very interesting.
So her guests are going to be people in the field?
Some in
or-
the studio, and some like real folks in the community when they go out into the field and just tackling different themes, different topics, and asking people for their opinion, but also for their questions that they would like to have answers to, all dealing with, of course, sexual health.
Right.
Yeah. So it's very informative, and everywhere I go, I kid you not, they talk to me about the program in a very positive way. They love to watch.
There's so many
you
things.
guys love to watch.
There's so many things. Well, going to an OBGYN and getting pap smears and things like that. And then how often do you do it? And then if you have different conditions, what do you do? There's such a wealth of, opportunity to ask questions about so many different things.
For men and women.
Yeah, for sure.
For men and women. And so a lot of people, if they don't have the opportunity to go to an OBGYN or a urologist, what do? They go on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
They do. And sometimes the answers there are not the best answers.
Exactly.
They're not medical experts.
Or Wikipedia.
Or
The worst.
Wikipedia. And so this program really addresses these issues in a very profound, very easy way to understand, because that's the other issue. Sometimes, medical explanations can be very cumbersome and difficult, complicated, but she breaks it down for you. So you really understand.
The
and
everyday
then, of course,
person will understand it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the next step, of course, is always check with your doctor.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
Yeah.
But
That's
sometimes,
number one.
sometimes it's just, should I check with my doctor?
Right.
Is it something that needs to be checked into? Or maybe it's nothing.
Right.
But
always, just in case, check with
your doctor. Yeah.
So on South Florida PBS, WPBT, and WXCL, you asked me what's new. So we have Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have
September,
some programs that I wanted to share with you.
There's so many celebrations associated with that right now.
I'm really excited about this series. It's from Spain, and it's got the English subtitles. So
really?
Yeah, I'm really used to that, because I love foreign films and foreign series. And so
I watched The Grand Hotel in Spanish, and it was much better than the English version.
Oh, look at that.
It was so good.
So yeah, I'll watch French series, German, Spanish, of course. Spanish I can understand, but I don't have a problem reading the subtitles, and they're so good.
Even when it's in Spanish, and I speak Spanish, but the subtitles, I even read it in English, because a lot of times you don't hear everything they're saying. And then I stop it and I go back.
Your eyes just go to the subtitles.
I know,
for some reason, right? Even if you can understand it, I find myself reading the subtitles.
Exactly.
So this one's called La Otra Mirada.
La Otra
Mirada. And there's...
That's the other look.
And then there's let's see. There's another one.
And these are all in Spanish?
No.
No,
it's just celebrating Hispanic heritage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There are other programs that I definitely should mention. There's a series finale of The Boleyns, A Scandalous Family.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've been following.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Independent Lens, Hazing. That's a great episode of Independent Lens. And then Lion, Rise and Fall of the Marsh Pride. That's going to be on September 14th. And then, of course, we have some programs for September 11th.
What?
I don't know the description of it, because I don't have the guide here, and I can't remember everything.
and we didn't.
But when you get the guide.
When I get the guide, we'll look into that.
Definitely, because we've highlighted it in the guide.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So
there's a ton of other programs. If you get the guide, please make sure you go through the guide this month.
Absolutely.
Or the month of September, because it's got much.
Before the end of the month, we have, let's see, coming up. Oh, here, All Creatures Great and Small. Next chapter.
The season finale?
The season finale of the Great American Recipe.
Oh, when is that? Or
that's season finale. It
already passed?
We missed it.
But you know what?
You can go back.
If you are a member of South Florida PBS and you receive Passport as a benefit, which is one of the member benefits, you can watch programs on Passport that have already aired. And they have a lot of offerings of programs that have already aired or will be airing as kind of like a preview of what's coming. So you can binge watch on Passport. Any program, and it's really easy to set up. The other one that you can check out is the PBS app.
Okay.
Yeah. And there you can find a bunch of programs, PBS programs that either have aired in the past or will be airing, and they just kind of give you some previews.
Right.
So it's not just what you see on television. It's not just appointment television. PBS is really keeping up with the digital era. So we are offering, all these programs and all these other platforms that you.
I know it's mind-boggling that.
PBS News Hour on YouTube.
I know. I was just looking at that.
All the shows.
PBS News Weekend.
Exactly.
6 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
and we do too. With the Health Channel, that's exactly what we're doing. And now we're going to be offering Que Pasa USA on some fast channels. We don't,
always
I
fun.
don't have the exact channel yet, but that'll be coming very, very soon. So we're excited about that. I
Yeah,
love Que
right.
Pasa USA.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy to share it with the entire country, not
Yeah.
just here in South Florida.
So I want you to know that Jeneissy just came back from Baltimore. I mean, she just got
So
in
happy
and
to
made
be
it
back in Miami.
and made it in time for the show, and I
I
appreciate
did.
it.
I got in
Yeah.
late last night.
Yeah.
But so always so happy to be here with you.
Yeah, I
and to talk
know.
about all this stuff that's
It's
coming
like
up.
she's always my favorite guest to have on because it's just where there's so much to talk about.
Yeah, we have so as far as outreach, I mentioned the two screenings of the US and the Holocaust, screenings of clips. But we also have Sweet Dillard, which is a documentary about the high school
Dillard High?
band director who got a group of students together. The band made it to nationals, won a state championship, and then the national one. And it's that journey of what he did, how he did it, and,
Oh my
the
gosh,
story
that sounds
behind.
fascinating.
That's gonna. So we aired that and actually won an Emmy. But now we're doing a screening of it at the YMCA in Fort Lauderdale.
Is it going to be like a fundraiser?
No, it's just a
Could have been.
community event for everyone to come out. The director will be there. He already retired. So it'll be him, right? And then the new director of the band.
Oh my gosh, how
And
fun.
he kind of passed the baton on to this new person. And so that he will be there as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
We're going to have some of the kids performing. We're going to have a nice cocktail reception. This is going to be on Saturday. I think it's October 8th. Let me double check to make sure. But then we also have, I'm telling you, Gloria, I keep very busy, which I love, right? I couldn't think of any other job that I would enjoy as much as I enjoy this one. So that same day, we're going to be at the PAM Museum.
Oh, really?
The Perez Art Museum.
Perez Art Museum, yeah.
And we're going to be screening these, they're kind of interstitials. They're 1.5 minute videos, and they're about art. So it's a Kid Vision art room. And what we did with these videos is Miss Penny, you know Miss Penny, she's wonderful. She does Word of the Day. She does the Kid Vision virtual field trip. She's the start of Kid Vision Mission, which is a new program. She basically, with 2 or 3 kids, learned and introduced to the children an artist and the technique associated with the artist. And so then after she explained who the artist was and the technique that they used based on one of their works, the kids got to kind of imitate or replicate something.
What a lovely thing to do.
Using that technique and in that style. And so there's about 12 of these, and we're going to be screening some of them at the PAM Museum, and this will be during their Family Day, Family Festival, or Family Day, I think they call it, which is, I believe it's the first Saturday of every month.
Yeah, there's some kind of special.
And it's free.
Yeah.
It's free to the
which
public.
Is like
right. And
going
then
to PAM for free is a good deal.
It is. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I met with them the other day. They're wonderful people. Their education director couldn't be more lovely. And so we're going to be screening these videos for the kids. And then we're going to follow it up with an activity that they can do based on one of the videos. We're also doing...
Are you exhausted already?
For Kid Vision Art Room. Well, listen to this one. So this is our own event at Pinecrest Gardens. And it's going to be, let me see, it's October 15th. So watch out for this one. We don't have anything up yet. We're going to be doing a Kid Vision Art Room event where we, again, show the videos. It's completely free and accessible to the public. And we're going to have different artists, so different stations, like art stations, with different artists doing different types of art. So edible art, murals, earth, nature, using art and nature together, combining it to create, a little work of art. We're going to be doing what was the other one that
And what's the date on this? Do you have the date? Did
yes,
you say?
it's October 15th.
Oh, you said October 15th.
Yeah.
Is that a Saturday?
But we don't, yes, because
Yeah, it is. It is a Saturday. Yeah.
I just want to see
Oh
something.
no, it's a Sunday.
No, wait. It's
15th and 4th. I think it's a Sunday.
no, I have it here. It says
It's
Saturday.
Saturday? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I have it here as a Saturday.
You're right, because the 30th is a Sunday.
But regardless, all you
Oh.
have to do is go to southfloridapbs.org/events. On a weekly basis, we post them. And so the families that attend
Yeah.
will be able to then enjoy Pinecrest Gardens afterwards, after the event. The event will be about a couple of hours. We're going to provide food and
That's
refreshments,
great.
the whole experience of working with different types of art, guided by, of course, artists and folks that are, experts in these fields, in the field of art and in the different techniques. And then the families can go and enjoy the park.
Okay.
That's going to be lovely.
I'm gonna share that with the General Federation of Women's Clubs District 11. They have like 12 clubs.
I'll send
And
you.
those women,
I'll send you the
they all
information.
have an art committee that would love to participate
Really?
in something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a great
great.
thing. Yeah. So, and 2 weeks after that at Pinecrest Gardens is Pause for You. Their Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. They have
Really?
they have a contest with dogs dressed in costume.
Oh.
It is the funniest thing
Oh
ever.
my God. I think a friend of mine, Sally, told me about it. It's coming
Actually,
back
they're
to
going to
me.
they're going to be a guest in one of my shows coming up in October sometime before, so they can they can talk about it. But I judged it. I don't know. Last time I was able to judge it. I don't,
And it's
COVID. I don't know
hilarious.
what
It's
year.
hilarious.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, it was so much fun.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
I'm a big animal lover.
But that
so.
weekend is crazy. There's the Women's Club has a Halloween party. Then we have, and during the day is Halloween. It's
Sure.
at the park, and then the next day is chili cook-off.
Oh,
Need to get you guys in the chili cook-off.
we've been talking about it.
We
for
need
a
to do
while.
that.
Let's
It's
do
on
it.
Sunday
Let's do
the
it this
30th.
year.
Okay,
Sunday the 30th of October.
of October.
Okay.
Yeah, and you cook. I'll tell you what you need to bring.
Uh-huh.
It's
We
so
can get
much
the Health
fun.
Channel team there.
Oh, that would be so great.
Yes, let's do it. And we'll
Yeah.
make a healthy burger.
There you a healthy chili.
Chili. A
Yeah,
healthy chili.
you could do a vegan chili.
You could do it.
Yeah, you could do
of
a
course.
vegan chili,
Maybe
or
we can have one of
you
our
know.
dietitians that we normally interview. So on Instagram, every Friday, we interview different medical experts, doctors, dietitians,
Yeah.
nutritionists, exercise gurus.
We're-
And we'll get one of them to come out and
I just realized we're over.
oh darn it again.
Yeah, as usual. It never fails. Okay, listen. Again, thank you so much for coming, Jeneissy.
Thank you for
And
inviting me.
looking
Love
forward to
being
getting
here.
next month's magazine.
Yes.
And checking out all the new stuff we talked about today. I will see you all soon. I've got a show actually on Wednesday. So
Wonderful.
yeah, it's a medical show, so it'll be really interesting.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see you all in a few days. And again, thanks for coming. Have a
Thank
great
you.
week.